So today I'm going to show you how to photograph an artwork. And so there are two things to consider. It's the angle of the camera and the light that's on the artwork. So as you can see at the moment, first of all we're going to talk about the light and the shadows. At the moment you can see that where this artwork's sitting, it's half in a shadow and also partly in the light. And you need either all light or all shadow. So if you're all in a shadow, the camera will adjust to it. See how now I've got light at the bottom? So if I put it all in the shadow, then my camera is going to adjust to it and it's all going to be the same colour. So sometimes I find that it might be at night and I've got a good light in the room and no shadows, I can take the photo. But here again you can see a shadow. So sometimes what I find is if I put the artwork on an angle, so here I'm using just a little jar and a book to make an angle, and then I put the artwork on an angle. Sometimes that way I can get it all with even light. So the next thing we're thinking about is also lining up the artwork correctly. So as you can see in this artwork, if I photograph it like this, I've actually got lines that are not straight. They're coming down at an angle. See this one this way and this one coming that way. So what I want is for the lines to be parallel to the camera. So can you see if I tip my camera so that it's above, then, and I make sure that the line on this side is even and the same with the line on this side. You have to be very careful not to get a cat in the way. So again, I've got an object on the table, and then I've got a book that tips up. So I'll show you. It's tipped up the artwork so that the artwork is more of an angle to how I'm looking down at it. I'm going to line up the artwork. So see if I'm at that angle, how the artwork is not parallel to the edges of the camera, whereas if I tip my camera so that it's hovering over the top of it, that way, and I've got the sides of the artwork parallel with the sides of the camera, I might have to show you how I'm standing as well. So here I am, I'm showing you in the iPad. So I'm standing with my feet a little bit apart. My elbows are tucked onto my sides. I'm holding the camera with two hands. I'm standing above the artwork and I'm going to line it up and get it parallel. And when the sides are parallel, let's have a look. And top and bottom of the artwork, you can just wriggle a bit and you can see whether you've got the top and bottom of the artwork. And when it's perfect, snap! Press the button. Now, if I go to that photo and I go to edit, and on most devices there's a way of editing it. So you can see the photo here. I made it level top and bottom, but it's got the sides. Here's the tool I want. It's a crop tool. So let's have a look at it. This one here. So I'm just going to select that. So now because you've got parallel lines, you should be able to just bring in that line to the edge, and I've just grabbed those corners and taken them across, and then I've pressed done, and that should be the photo. So now I'm just going to show you on the Chromebook. So I'm on a school Chromebook and I'm just on Seesaw at the moment, but down in the left hand corner here there's a button. If I press that button, then my device opens up like this, and in the middle there is the choice of getting a camera. So I click on the camera and here's the camera. Now I've worked out that when I'm using the Chromebook, my hands are in the way when they're holding the picture. So what I'm going to do is get a couple of pieces of sticky tape, 1, 2, and I'm going to put, and you could do this with blue tack, going to put 2 pieces of sticky tape on the back. I'm making a roll with it. I'm rolling it, making like a little sticky tape tunnel. Oh, look at that. So the idea is then that I'll put the picture onto the book like this, and then I can hold the book without my hands on the cartoon. So let's try again. So here I am. I'm going to hold the cartoon at the right angle to get my photo perfect. So remember, you're going to hold the cartoon up to the Chromebook or your device so that you're just near the top and bottom of your picture. Remember, your picture should look like this. The edges should be either lined up against the edges of the camera screen or they should be parallel. I'll show you what I look like. Like this. And whilst I was holding it, I pressed the button on the Chromebook to take the photo. Now I've got to go and find my picture, so I'll go into folder. Now I've gone into downloads, my files, and downloads, and then I can find the picture. Here it is. You can usually find it by looking, I always like to look at the time. That's when I know which pictures they are. So let's click on that picture. Oh, there it is. Now on the Chromebook, the editing tools are up the top here. So see this little pencil? Click on the pencil, and then the cropping tool is down the bottom here. So here's the cropping tool. So I'm just going to click on the cropping tool. Oh, you're going to click once on the cropping tool, and there it is. So you can take, now can you see, because I took the photo with parallel sides, it's easy to crop. I don't have to crop the bottom and the top. I just have to get that side lined up and get this side lined up, and when I've lined it up, then I can press done. Where's done? Here's done. Click on that and it's done.